Hello and welcome to Tech Simplified TV and a very warm welcome to the Semiconductor podcast. And we are here with our new guest, our youngest guest. He is super young, only 25 years and started his own business. It's a remarkable achievement at age. And to our guest, Aditya Pandya. Welcome, Aditya. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation.
Yes, thank you very much for inviting me and giving me this platform to share my journey, what I'm doing and how I'm doing. Thank you very much for your invitation and for this platform.
As I said, you are super young. At 25 years, you have started and you are manufacturing. He is in manufacturing sector. He is founder and CEO of SanCorp Semiconductors, situated in Gujarat. And Gujarat is coming up as the manufacturing hub. It's a house of big industries, and when India is embarking on a journey to make it self-reliant in semiconductor domain, so Gujarat is becoming the manufacturing hub, and Aditya is one of among those person who are in this manufacturing sector. He manufactures wafer, the most important thing in semiconductor manufacturing. So it's really amazing. I mean, at this young age you have started. It's really wonderful thing. So we are really very happy and excited to have you on this platform, and we have so many questions for you. uh, yes, you're still, I'm so surprised and amazed because you are very young. Honestly saying, you're very
Yeah,
young. At this young age, taking this kind of decision is not really easy. So, I mean, you have, as I got to know you from your profile, that you have started with IT and you get into semiconductor. What inspired you to step into this semiconductor? Semiconductor is a bit niche and a bit critical thing, especially manufacturing. In India, it's first time we are doing all of these things. What actually inspired you to step into this semiconductor domain at this young age? Tell
yeah,
us that story.
yeah. So I completed my bachelor's, my graduation in Information and Communication Technology. So from Marwadi University, and at Marwadi University we have very good labs and infrastructure is very good. So ICT means IT plus EC actually. So we are studying software engineering too. Here IT subjects we are studying here. Also we are studying electronics communication like electronics and circuit and semiconductor and VLSI domain. So before my graduation, I wanted to start with my journey. My interest in electronics when I was a kid. I always let me share the one funny incident. I got a birthday gift, a aeroplane. Okay, so basically, I broke it at night and I took motors from it, and I'm trying to run with batteries and sell like this. So my enthusiasm in electronics is from during my when I was in a kid during my childhood. And luckily I got my first computer when I was in the second standard, and I started learning different thing I'm different things and softwares and exploring softwares and how computers work. So curiosity led me to the computer science electronics in this side. So I start coding when I was in 8th standard, and standard I made my own game, a video game using the C++. So this how softwares are working and how actually softwares are made. Then later on, of course, the software I'm exploring, but the electronics is my still hobby, and I always tell the people. Let me say the one more funny incident when I was in a final year, and we are all me and our friends group are doing the projects. So most of the projects my friends are working on, which are on a software based, web app and mobile app. Everything. So I'm working on the embedded system and VLSI thing. So I'm joining and connecting wires on the breadboard using microcontrollers. So one of my friend just spoke. Why you took this kind of a headache? You have to uh, connect the wire and it's working or not. Look at just us. We are working on softwares only. We have just only internet, PC, and a mind. So I told at that time the yours what you are building in a software or using programming language actually it runs on your electronics and semiconductor. So basically the
Yes.
electronics and semiconductors are the foundation of the that particular software. Without semiconductor and electronics, software cannot be accessed. So this curiosity, and I studied a VLS during my graduation, and then later on I start and learning my favorite subjects are chemistry and physics also. So I mix up semiconductor with material science and chemistry. So this led me here to do something in a semiconductor.
Yeah, whenever in fact I have talked to another CEO from other country. Her interest, Dr. Mary Haley from Finland. She is a academically superstar in her country. Uh, she is amazing. So she also told her interest in material science led her to run a fabrication house. How materials work at the core, it's love for the
Yeah.
material, how it works, that wonder, that amaze, how material can work, how it can be done with material, that feeling of wondering. I mean, when we look at this world, the way it's built, it's wonderful, isn't it? We
Yes,
look
correct.
at the through the spec of physics. It's basically, electronics is basically at ground level, it's physics. Still
Yes,
you
yes,
think we have made all these materials and all, we are just utilizing, we are learning, we are utilizing that wonder, the small, that thing, that interest actually creates all these minds, and they just to explore, to know more, they entered this in altogether a different journey. And in your case also, that semiconductor is in the chip, in it's at the heart of the whole, and how the software runs, that interest actually you took you to this journey. So what was, I mean, when you started, what was your initial idea uh, for founding that SanCorp Semiconductor? How initially it came into your mind, and is there any point when you thought that yes, I'm going to start this company, this is my idea, this is, I'm going to work on this? What was that?
yeah. So basically, slowly my interest dragged to from the electronics to the semiconductor and VLSI chip design side. So I studied chip designing and different architecture of microcontroller and microprocessors, and how RAM work, how your ROM work. So we all know that semiconductor is a critical part of the every nation because of high demand in the automobile sector, consumer electronics, and most importantly, defense and aerospace. That's why scientific economist Chris Miller, a writer of the Cheap War book, said that now the semiconductor is a new oil. So here is my defining moment
Yes.
when I was a I saw actually how global supply chain the disruption created by the shortage in the market. Like if you aware about the in 20 after COVID, actually in the 21-22, the microprocessors and graphic card price raised because of the some shortage of the semiconductor and disruption in the supply chain. So uh,
Yes,
and
because of COVID, the supply chain was disrupted highly, and that time countries thought that things should be shifted to some other place, and many things came up. Yes, I can remember. Right.
yeah. So I still remember I purchased a Raspberry Pi. It's a 4B model, and its actual price is only 9,000. But I purchased it as the 16,000 at that time because I wanted because of the shortage of the semiconductor. So this kind of challenges we are facing, a whole world is facing. So every country is trying to self rely on themselves. Like we shouldn't have to depend on because the semiconductor is now the essential part. So it made me think, if not now, then when? If not us, then who? That's why I decided to
Exactly.
establish semiconductors. And I realized that India, despite the huge talent of pool, was still highly dependent on the imports for the advanced semiconductor materials. And now India is the right place to do something in the semiconductor with the most favorable condition like government support and policies, like the Indian Semiconductor Mission. That's how SanCorp born.
So, I mean, when you started, you got any mentor? I mean, any role model in the technology and this business? Because it's a completely new domain. Because, I mean, in manufacturing sector, India is just, it's not there a few years back. And so that's why I'm asking if you have any mentor or role model in this business.
Yes, correct. First of all, my role model is a Steve Jobs. How he is working on the at a precision level when he is designing product or when he's working with uh, just only 1 or 2 micron or a millimeter he is not going to accept. So this kind of precision level and accuracy designing into the product, that's why this is my role model. And yes, definitely right mentor who can guide you on the right track is a very very important in life. Like in Mahabharata, Arjun won the war because of Sri Krishna. Uh, because of the Sri
Was the
Krishna,
mentor?
he was a mentor of during his war. So it's like my first mentor in my life is my father. Is a very interesting story, and with a huge wisdom he just gave me. So my first mentor is my father, who gave me ability to how to think. People mostly focus on the what to think, but my father taught me how to think. So is a how what to think is a secondary part. Okay, so the part is a how to think. सोचना कैसे है वो और कहाँ से सोचना है. It's a very important thing. My it's a very important thing that a first principle thinking. So also taught me how to live life with a philosophy in profession, personally, and all. So my father also has a experience in the judiciary over 25 years years of experience. He's also
Okay.
mentoring the corporate and corporate legal stuff. So,
Okay.
with, God grace, I'm surrounding with the right and most experienced mentor. Eventually, from my schooling, even my Miss Falguni was my computer teaching us a computer subject during my schools, and Dhaval sir and Dr. Anjana ma'am was teaching us chemistry, and Dave sir teaching us physics. So they all made my foundation very strong, and my foundational concept of science and physics very strong at that time. So why today I am able to understand how semiconductor was at atomic level. Like when you are clicking the picture, so how actually the behind the scenes, the electronics at current level, at voltage, and when you deep dive into the material level and atomic level, how every electron is forming the covalent bond and performing. And if you are sending a message, it's a very amazing science behind it. All
Yes.
what was possible because of semiconductors.
Okay. Hope your teachers and mentors who have guided you to this path, I mean, you made your foundation, they are watching it, and I am sure they are very proud of you, the kind of
Yeah.
progress you have made. So,
In the mentoring, luckily, during even my during graduation, I was also fortunate to guided by incredible mentors in VLSI, Rakesh sir, Vivek Patel sir, and HOD, my HOD, and Sujit Jaswal sir, and Devang Patel sir in a business, who is not just recognized my potential, but he also nurtured my vision and shaping and it's a right direction with their constant support and wisdom. Also, Miss Monica Sarma has been mentoring me and guiding me, and in managerial stuff as a in finances and getting raising the funds. So it's a crucial aspect of funding and finance in at the corporate level. Just like other esteemed mentors, is a talented individual whose wisdom continuously inspires me.
okay, yeah. So, how do you balance? I mean, you are very young in this business. And how do you balance the challenges of being a young entrepreneur with the high demands of semiconductor industry? It's multiple things are, they interweaved. it's a big industry and multiple points, multiple factors are there. You with your young age, and obviously when you are meeting people, you are working with people, perception is a big thing. When young enthusiastic we always talk, but when it comes to do investment and all, people also being get a little bit skeptical with young age. As you have mentioned in one of in our first telephonic conversation about that. So how you manage all the thing and balance all these challenges?
Yes, correct. I'm facing challenge as a young entrepreneur. Definitely, I need to gain some experience. I am gaining experience. So mostly I focus on learning every single day, and staying disciplined and making decision based on the long term vision rather to short term comfort. Of course, there are some moment of pressure, but I remind myself uh, every day. The big industries today was the one saved by the people who dared to start from the small. That mindset helps me to balance the challenges and stay motivated and keep inspiring me and build something meaningful into the semiconductor space.
So what have been till now as a founder, what have been biggest challenge which you have faced, and how do you build credibility where most of the your peer or your competitors, they are I mean experienced, in experience level they are more experienced and aged in this domain. So how, what are the challenges you are facing, and how you have proved your credibility in this domain?
Yeah. Oh, yes, you are absolutely right. In this industry, people must more experience, even start something. My one of my inspiration, founder of Monk Nine Tech, Mr. Marmikas, also he was in a podcast with you in this platform. So he's also young and doing something into the semiconductor space. Often investors are calling me semiconductor kid. Actually, that's I take as a compliment. It's always remind me that
Obviously, I think you are the only one semiconductor kid right now in the arena. Don't you think so? I don't know any other kid. I mean, actually, 25 is a kid. I mean, Marmik, we are yeah, we are at middle age. You are really kid. That's why
uh,
I'm saying.
yeah, I don't
Enjoy
know,
this
but
title. It's
yes,
always have the privilege. You take the privilege of being kid in the in the circuit.
yes, correct. Actually, I have a hobby of reading. So when I am reading, when I was reading Zero to One book by Peter Thiel, and that one of the quote I actually really like. What he said: start as much as you can faster, fail faster, and learn faster, and just dive into the particular sector that you want, whether it is your age is older or younger. So just start, fail faster, learn, and just do it again. So keep learning and I took a semiconductor kid as a compliment. It's always remember that represent the next generation diving into the semiconductor industry. Instead of seeing the weak as a weakness, I turned it into the strange. My age allows me to bring the fresh energy, willingness to learn faster and adapt the more
Yes.
quicker than is the most. So I also knew that the credibility is not a given; it's earned, right? So
Yes.
I made sure every conversation at every project and every result spoke louder than my age, by showing the real technical and managerial knowledge surrounding myself with my mentors and delivering.
Great. Marmik has a very good disciplined routine of learning. He told me that he has learned for almost mm, 2 years. He has learned so many papers, patents, and the way he has built his knowledge base. He mentioned in the podcast, so you can take inspiration from that. Reading is a very,
Yes.
because in semiconductor you have to know the past for last 15 years, why some decision has been taken by the industry, why they have moved to from some technology to another, and at the same time you have to keep yourself advanced with the new what is coming up, what new patents are coming up, and what technology is being adopted in the industry. You have to be upgrade yourself with that also. At the same time, you need to know the older tech nodes and all. So learning is the, I mean, you have to make it a habit of learning, and on that respect, Marmik is a very good example. Yes.
Correct. He
Yes,
know
yes,
exactly what to study, how to study, and the grasping power of Marmik sir is a very very high. He has to just open the internet. He can learn anything. So that's kind of a uh, he's my inspiration too. Yes.
and then learning is a very good way to keep yourself happy in a positive way. It's a best
Yes.
way, because distraction is so much nowadays. Distraction is so much, and so many options are there to indulge in negative habits. So keeping stick to the studying is the best way, I would say. I mean, I
Yes.
try to read as much as possible, be in between works and all. So, and semiconductor kid, yeah, obviously, you are in a age. I have a daughter. She is 10 years old, and you exactly in the mid band between my daughter and me, mid
Yes.
age band. And I was feeling, when after 10 years my daughter, 10 20 10 11 years my daughter will become 21, I mean adult. That time your business will grow, and you and many youngsters, she can look up to you guys and say, okay, they can do, we can do also. This generation, it's not about only my daughter. All the my contemporary, they are kids, all 7 8 9 10 11 max to max these age. So they will look at you and say, yes, they can, they have done it, they have done it really well, we can do something good for us and for this society and for this country. So it's a very inspiring story, Aditya. Every time I'm looking at you, I'm thinking, wow, great, it's a good thing that youngsters are coming up. And uh, you know any kid, they don't give much value getting when they find an idol, they always find, don't give much value to their parents. In For my daughter also, her teacher knows everything, I know nothing. For when I was a kid, it was same story for me also. My teacher know everything, mother know nothing. So there are good examples like you. So many examples will be there. They will get inspired. So I will move to my next question. What is SanCorp's core mission, and how do you see it contributing to India's semiconductor roadmap? What is your
Yes.
core mission?
Yeah. SanCorp core mission is to establish India's first homegrown silicon wafer manufacturing capability. We aim to reduce the dependency on the imports and strengthen our Indian semiconductor value chain by starting the high purity wafer. We are laying the foundational of the both microchip and the PV cell wafer. This directly support to the government, Indian Semiconductor Mission, Atmanirbhar Bharat, which our Honorable Prime Minister gave that motto.
Yes.
In the long run, yeah. So SanCorp envision the India's as a global hub of wafer technology and advanced electronics.
Okay. So, I mean, silicon wafer manufacturing, is SanCorp the only organization right now working in India for manufacturing wafer, or any other individual? So you are the only
Yes,
one contender in this.
yes. In a semiconductor grade wafer, we are only one who are working in this semiconductor segment in India. And a PV grade, of course, Dan is also doing. Within the semiconductor grade wafer, yes, definitely we are first. SanCorp is first.
Okay, great. And I mean, it's. I just want to know from you, because you are in the business. So how challenging it is to get the high purity and precision, high purity wafer. As we always say, high purity wafer is required. How critical? I mean, it's only process intensive, or the both process and technical knowledge intensive. What is the thing? I just want to know.
So first of all, I wanted to tell about the value chain of the semiconductor industry, especially. So when we are talking about the semiconductor, mostly people think about a fabrication and foundry part only, or design part only. The semiconductor value chain is a very important thing in India, and mostly in India doing just fab thing and offset assembly and testing. So I found the gap. Everybody wanted to do fabrication. This semiconductor wafers are most essential substrate of the for the wafer. I thought let's do something in the wafer industry, and everybody wants I always give the example with pizza. Everybody wants to eat pizza, but we have to import pizza base from the outside. So let's start making a pizza base in India. So cost of the final pizza, I mean, final production of chip will be reduced. So I have a silicon wafer right here. So it's a 4-inch wafer. It's a single side polished. Mostly is a P-type wafer with the orientation of 100.
and that is manufactured in your facility?
Uh, no, we have manufactured yet a 2-inch wafer in our German laboratory. We are Indian, so of course we are a Jugadu. So we did the Jugaad. Actually, one of my R&D team head of my company is pursuing PhD. Mr. Akshay Mubashra, his name, is pursuing the PhD in semiconductor and material physics. So at University of Munster, he has some machinery to grow ingots and slicing, cutting, and all of the required characterization of the wafers, the machinery like AM and SEM is there in their lab. Akshay has a lab. So we developed in the German laboratory, and then we moved to the India, and I gave the wafer at some institution for the research and for the characterizing, what is the quality of the wafer that we are able to achieve or not. So yes, we developed a 2-inch wafer. For the larger size, we required a more larger sealed puller. And then, yes. So achieving let's come to your main enthusiastic question. Achieving the high purity in semiconductor like N9 grade for the semiconductor and the PV for 7 and 8. That atomic level precision wafer is extremely challenging, like doping level, single crystal lattice structure of the silicon material. Even the tiny impurity and microscopic defect can make a wafer unusable for the advanced chip in PV cell fabrication. So it's not about having expensive machinery only, though the equipment is, of course, it's required, but certain thing it's also critical. It's about to skill technicians and engineers and process control QC we must have to pay attention on the detail at every stage. In
So
reality,
it's
wafer manufacturing, uh,
basically intensive, skilled technician intensive process, and at the same time high end equipment intensive process also. All things required to get
yeah,
high
all things,
precision, high quality wafer.
yes, correct. We have to accumulate all the resources, knowledge, skilled people, engineers and scientists
Yes.
and equipments also, and then we can able to achieve that industry standard or industry grade product.
So you started with German lab. So have you established in Gujarat, or you are, I mean, on way of doing that?
Yeah, we are on the way of doing that. So we spend 2 to 3 years in research and gathering the team on the right way. So we started with the German
Basically,
laboratory
you are working on the POC, proof of concept, proof
of concept.
POC. You are working on gathering, yes, gathering the team, and now you can. I mean, even so, for investment also, you have to show something strong at your end that yes, we have done up till that position. Now we are confident, we can go forward. We need money for that, because who is investing? He also needs return of the money. That's the
Money.
easy equation, obviously.
Yeah,
I
it's correct.
understand. So you are so last 3 2 3 years has been really rigorous for you and your team. So
Yes,
how
correct.
many people are in your team right now?
Right now we are a team of 12. In the like
Great,
just yeah, team of 12.
great. So, what is your unique value proposition in this space? How SanCorp is unique? In India, is yeah, it's obviously the first one at semiconductor grade, and what else, and how you position yourself?
Yeah, SanCorp is first in India focused on the high quality semiconductor wafer manufacturing from the ground up. While many players focusing on the design, fabrication, and assembly, we are tackling the most foundational part of the semiconductor ecosystem. Our USP is not just the manufacturing wafer, but creating a homegrown supply chain that can reduce India's dependency on import. That's a very important part. That's a USP, I can say. At the technical side, we're definitely at the material level, and we have the technical USP. But the economically and the business side, I can say it's reduce the India's dependency on the imports and accelerate the innovation at domestic chip production, fabs, and build the technical expertise within the country.
Okay, so you already got support from government of India,
Yeah,
in India Semiconductor. Great.
recently I have a meeting.
You
I had a meeting with the GSEM, Gujarat State Electronics Commission, who are just passing all the projects. We every semiconductor and electronic projects has to uh, at Gandhinagar Udyog Bhavan at GSEM, and they will uh, tell you that whether you are eligible for this policy and subsidy and all. So yes, government support is amazing. It's, mind blowing.
mm,
That's why
everyone is
semiconductor.
saying that
Yeah, it's correct.
process are very fast now. I mean, first Nikul told me that, I got everything. Another person who came from Bangalore, he is also a Bengali, Alok Das. He also mentioned, I have a partner in this Tech Simplified. Mridul has interviewed him. There he mentioned that the processes are really good. I mean,
So
we have
yes,
the kind of experience that government process takes time and all. That became a myth. I mean, that myth is completely broken. Now things are very fast at government level. Things are getting done in corporate speed. So that's the real change. That's really good. We would love it to. I mean, the way corporate moves. If government can keep in same pace, then things are really superb.
yes. From
And
the land,
other than Marmik, how many? Pardon? Tell me.
yeah, actually, from the government support is amazing. From the land acquisition to water tariff and electricity cost is also very low because it's a high power
I think
intense.
yes. Gujarat has declared its semiconductor policy. The Gujarat was first to declare the semiconductor policy. Yes,
Yes,
it was very. I mean, yes, I read it's in the website. I read it. It's very meticulously water, power supply, everything is mentioned. I mean, very well researched policy.
yes, correct.
So, how many? I mean, other than Marmik, I have seen. You have mentioned about Monk 9 in your website also. What is response from the other players in the ecosystem? You recently have joined Semicon also. So many ecosystem, those the stakeholders, they took part in Semicon. So what kind of support you are getting from them, and what do you think? Well, I mean, what's your experience so far?
Yes, definitely. Our first customer is my mentor, founder of Monk 9 Tech. Probably we start supplying wafers to them at January 26th. Where is the best part I found that my mentors, apart from the mentoring, guiding, and supporting, actually he's giving the orders to SanCorp and supporting me in a business. Like it's a true bond actually. On other side, we are working on the chip designers, foundries, and electronics manufacturers. Also, I recently had a meeting with RIR Power Semi and MD and VP of Vikram Solar. So yes, definitely we are also
You are
engaging.
saying
Yeah,
RRP Electronics, Maharashtra.
not RRP Electronics, RIR Power Semi. They are working on the
Okay,
power
RIR.
electronics at
RIR.
what?
Okay.
So this kind of
Okay.
electronic manufacturer who needed the high quality silicon wafer to bring their products live. On the on the ecosystem side, we are collaborating the equipment suppliers, the material providers, research institutes. A lot of research ongoing at IIC Bangalore, IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay. So also, I'm also establishing network and connections to the universities who strengthen the Indian local capabilities.
Great. You know, Gujarat has come up in this manufacturing sector so fast, and you people have really good collaboration, and that's a good sign, I would say. Uh, and what's your plan? Where you want to take? Where? What's you envision about SanCorp in coming 5 years? Next 5 years.
Yeah, in next 5 years, I envision the SanCorp as like a key pillar of the Indian semiconductor ecosystem. Our global is a glo- our global is the delivery industry benchmark. The products high quality silicon wafer at the right cost with the efficiency and the reliable capacity of the production. By doing, we aim to become the trusted supplier to major fabs, including the upcoming Tata Semiconductor plant at Dholera, Gujarat. And in 5 years, we will be the backbone of the Indian semiconductor future and powering the fabs like Tata Dholera plant and the world-class wafer. Also, we will work hard. Of course, we will work. We have to work hard to achieve the that industry standard of silicon wafer with the right cost and delivery capacity, so SanCorp can supply globally.
Great. And tell me about your experience in Semicon 2025. You have recently joined, and that time we had talked. Hello. Sorry, viewers, we got disconnected from my end, and now hi, Aditya. Yeah,
Hi.
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 Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, something happened and just got disconnected. Might be network issue.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So you can see how if uh, the live example you can see here, the technical fault or atomic level something has happened and you got disconnected. So that's why the foundation of the
Yes.
every industry and electronics industry. Even the sometime cosmic wave, I studied that the cosmic waves coming from the universe, like some kind of a gamma rays and some frequency also interrupting the electronics functioning. If you experience
Yeah.
sometime mobile phone hanged even without any kind of reason. So this kind of
Any apparent
the
reason? Yeah.
yeah. So it's a very critical part.
Yeah, we are at that your experience in Semicon 2025 and your takeaways from the whole event. Tell us.
Yes, it was a fantastic experience to meeting the people from the industry and expanding our networks. The key takeaways were first the critical importance of the collaboration. We have to collaborate with a different company, right? No single company can build the ecosystem alone. And the shift towards the sustainability and the advanced process in the wafer production. And the third that the realization that India is truly on the radar of global semiconductor players, which gives us a huge opportunity and a position the SanCorp as a trusted local partner.
I mean, visitors from abroad also came to the to Semicon 2025, right? I
Yes,
have
from
seen the photos.
the Japan, Taiwan, and some German companies are there from the US. So at that time, I'm visiting Semicon since last 4 years. I also visited one international Semicon, the Southeast Asia Semicon, which held at the South Singapore. So how people are working on the level is the when I was studying, when I was building teams and I'm doing things, I found that yes, I'm doing. But when I go outside and start visiting some this kind of events, I found that and I realized that people is also working on some another level. So definitely, it's a very amazing experience at Semicon 25.
In fact, from last year's Semicon 2024, from that, Semicon 2025 was more, I mean, energy, vibe wise, everything. It was a much more bigger event this year. And I hope in next year it will become more big because
Yeah.
that momentum, the we build up of that whole momentum, that's increasing. More and more people are getting confident that yes, we
Yes.
can do something really big in this sector. And participation of government is so supportive. Things are going in a really good direction.
Yes. Yes. Correct.
So I mean, from Semicon, what you saw, how world are looking at us?
Sorry. Pardon, will you please repeat?
Yeah. So you were in Semicon. Sorry. So did you notice a change how people, other countries, they are looking at us when when we are talking about semiconductor ecosystem and capacity building and all?
Yes. Yeah. Every people is from the outside of the India, like from the Japan, South Korea, US, Germany. They are actually seeing now the India is the most reliable for the business to do something in a semiconductor because the semiconductor investment is a long run. Okay, it's a long game. It's you have to plan your you don't have to plan just only 10 years. You have to plan the more than 30 years. So the ecosystem
Hmm.
wise, from the government support wise, the countries people are looking at the in the best possible place as an Indian. Uh, the India is a best possible place. So definitely, the people are from outside of the India. They are respecting us now in the knowledge-wise, capability-wise, and sustainability-wise.
Wow. So funding is a big problem when a small company they are starting, or whatever be their size. Funding and scaling, these are two very critical aspects. So when you are thinking about scaling up and getting fund, what kind of challenges you are facing, and in this regard, how was your journey?
Yes, to raise funds and regarding funding and investment is a very challenging. You may heard that start in startup world, especially raising the your first $1 million for your business is the most challenging task. And after that, eventually we cracked that stage, luckily. And during this stage, I found the aspect your first investor become. During the journey, I found that always respect your first investor, because these days everybody wants you to be a second investor, but not first. But never forget your first investor who trusted you, who saw the faith in you, your
Potential.
team, your vision. The journey has been about to building trust through the knowledge, determination, and our technical capabilities, and showing the clear roadmap to for the growth.
Okay. So, and what about team building? How do you approach this team building and attract talent in your startup? Because when you are going someone, and you need to, if you want to hire someone who is experienced, you need to convince them, yes, your idea and your business that will work. Because probably you might meet someone who is in a stable, or not a stable, or a bigger company. He has to come to your company. How do you approach that thing?
Yeah. In one word, I can say it's a purpose. I always wanted to work with the people who has a purpose, who carry the hungerness and to achieve something meaningful, and who aligns the
Meaning.
SanCorp. Yeah. So purpose is a very important thing. My approach is to team building. Is to attract people who are truly passionate about the mission, not just like a title or money. At the SanCorp, we look the individuals who shares the visions to make India self-reliant in the semiconductor. Today, directly or indirectly, more than 26 talented people are working with us, and what's blind the together the bind together their faith is our vision and collective purpose. So I'm really happy SanCorp has a highly experienced team and the best engineers and scientists and managerial people in advisory matters also, from the Micron and DRDOs and ISRO scientists. So working and supporting to us. And finding like when you are building team for your startup or company, or even I can say your small project, your university project. Okay, so finding your co-founder or your teammate is must be right, because the right company is to finding the right people for the company is a critical task. Mostly companies and investor are focusing on the investments and balance sheets and numbers, like operational cost, gross profit, net profit, ROI. uh, so these number, yes, definitely it's very important, but the more than the numbers, I'm a people driven guy. Okay, so more than I believe on the peoples more than numbers. So numbers are secondary for me. So I believe in the right people and the team, we can definitely achieve the right numbers. So we must have a right people in our team.
Okay. Okay, understand. So that's your philosophy basically, how you
Yeah.
navigate in this world.
Your co-founder in your
So
team is most
it's
important.
very important,
Yeah, to start a business.
because in tough time you have to stick together. If you start blaming each other and pointing fingers to each other, then there is no chance you can make it uh, in
Most of
a
startups
better.
fails. Yeah. Yes, because of
Yes, yes.
the not right co-founder and pointing each other's mistakes. But here,
Mm,
luckily, there is a no kind of a like that's a blaming thing. I'm not allowing like I build the environment like that. I always say mostly my COO, CTO, and CMO working with me. So I will not give you task to you. You must have to be self-managed. Okay, you must know your role, your responsibility, what to do. I will not tell you what to do. Tell me what we can do together. Something that can help us for the growth.
good. So, how important is sustainability in wafer manufacturing? And I mean, both way, sustainability as a business model for your as I mean, business model of SanCorp, because you are just a budding one where when there are established big houses are there, and environmental in that way also, in from angle of environmental sustainability on that angle also. What what are the steps you are taking?
Yeah, sustainability is a crucial and for manufacturing because the process are resource incentives, so
Okay.
intensives. At SanCorp, we focusing on the energy efficient process, recycling, the green practices also. Also, we are going to set up the one solar plant in our manufacturing plant on wind turbine for the electricity. Also, we are focusing on the rainwater harvesting. Since our plant is completely built from the scratch, we are building from the scratch. So we have a space to harvest and build the infrastructure like that to harvest rainwater, and we can use it because it's a capital resource incentive. This electronics, we require a lot of power, the power incentives too, and uh, the air wise, air, because we used to have a clean room using HEPA filters. So in that side also we have to focus on the environment side. We shouldn't have to spoil our environment. So yes, in like that.
Okay. So, what is your advice for those who are planning to join semiconductor industry?
Okay, so in 3 point I wanted to say that like mostly 3 point I have noticed. The question is a very vast, and the answer to this question we must have to like aged, and I must since I'm a semiconductor kid. So I'm saying 3 points based on my experience so far till now. The 3 points is start with the purpose. Choose that path that create the real impact in our lives and humanity. The second is learning, and deeply curious and keep upgraded with your knowledge, and stay updated with your industry trend. Okay, and third and most I can say the most important thing, build your network wherever you want, which industry you want. Okay, so building your network is a very important, because in semiconductor your network is not just like a contact, it's a bridge to opportunity and businesses. So your network must be the right, strong enough, and who can help you in the right direction, support you in the right direction.
Okay, great. So, Aditya, if you have anything in your mind I have missed and you want to share with the with our audience, you can share, please. I had a set of questions for you. Still, if you have
Yeah,
anything in your mind which you want to share, please share.
yeah. First of all, thank you very much, Manan, to give me this platform and
Oh,
to uh,
my pleasure.
share my journey here. Still, I'm a kid in this industry, but you gave me the opportunity. But I'm learning, and we have to do whatever your age. We have to do, and what we envision, we have to achieve. So it's a very important aspect in a business or in your learning or your day-to-day life. So keep learning, keep breathing, and stay happy.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, you are a part of this industry and in this ecosystem. So you may be very young, still you have started, you have that courage and faith to start something. So we must heard your story also from you. So that's why I thought to invite you,
Yeah, thank you very much
because
for the. Yeah,
everyone's journey is different, and everyone has this unique capability to inspire someone else. So that's for coming and giving us almost 1 hour. And viewers, thank you very much for staying up to this point. um, Hope you enjoyed this session, and please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to watch the Semiconductor podcast. Thank you, and bye for today.
yeah, thank you very much.